A total solar eclipse will be sweeping across North America. I'm Jonathan Bloom, and here's what to know about what's happening on April 8th. A total solar eclipse happens when the moon comes between the Earth and the sun, completely blocking out the sunlight. Now, you should never look directly at the sun, but if you have the right safety equipment, you'll see the moon's shadow taking a little chip out of the sun, slowly blocking out more and more of it over the course of an hour or so, until for a few minutes it becomes dark as night. You might even hear crickets chirping, and if you look up, you'll see the sun looks like an ominous black disk in the sky with a faint glow all around it. It happens because the sun is about 400 times bigger than the moon, but the moon is about 400 times closer to the Earth. So down here, they look like they're the exact same size. It is a cool thing to watch. But here's the bad news. We're not going to get that spectacular view here in the Bay Area. You see, total solar eclipses happen somewhere on the planet about once a year, but you have to be in the right place to watch them, and a lot of times they happen over water or places that are hard to get to. So what makes this eclipse such a big deal is just how many North American cities fall right under the path of totality, meaning they'll experience up to 4 minutes of pitch black sky right in the middle of the day. According to NASA, the eclipse will actually start way out over the Pacific Ocean early in the morning. It'll make its first landfall on the west coast of Mexico near the beach town of Mazatlan. The sky there will start to darken around 10 a.m. and they'll experience totality at 11:07 Pacific time for about 4 minutes and 17 seconds. Then the eclipse will cross through Mexico into Texas, right over parts of San Antonio. Remember the Alamo? Well, there you'll only see a partial eclipse, but if you drive about 15 minutes northwest, you can grab tacos at Chacho's and see the total eclipse for about 30 seconds. Or keep driving all the way out of town to the original Rudy's Barbecue, and you'll get 3 whole minutes of totality and some pretty good brisket. So you can see it's a really narrow path, and just a few miles can make a big difference. But look at all these cities it'll pass through next. First, there's Austin, which could have some of the clearest weather to watch the eclipse. Then Dallas, including DFW Airport, with 3 minutes of totality around 1:40 p.m. Now, statistically, a total eclipse won't happen twice in the same place for about 400 years, but sometimes you win the lottery. After passing through Little Rock, the moon's shadow heads straight for Carbondale, Illinois, the little college town that also saw the total eclipse in 2017. After that, it's Indianapolis, Cleveland, and Buffalo, where Niagara Falls will be in totality for 3.5 minutes. Then it's up along the Canadian border, where Montreal and Burlington, Vermont will see totality at the same time around 3:26 p.m. But here in the Bay Area, we'll be getting a 35% partial eclipse a little after 11 a.m. The sky might darken a little, and if it's a clear day, you can actually see the partial eclipse by looking at the shadows on the ground. They'll have a little chunk taken out of them. You can also get some of those cardboard eclipse glasses. They sell them here at the Exploratorium. And remember, don't look at the sun without them. By the way, if you want to watch the total eclipse, the Exploratorium plans to live stream the whole thing on its website from locations in Mexico and Texas.